Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
In reality, from what I'm to understand, this documentary will be mostly negative about me. And I'm totally okay with that. I just want everyone to understand that. I never expected that a documentary that goes in depth about my history is going to be mostly positive at all. Because there's a lot of negative stuff and toxic stuff that's been documented about me very fairly on the internet. You know, you want to talk about the FGC days? You want to talk about this stupid controversy from that long ago? You want to talk about... Go for it. I don't see how any of that applies to today, but that's fine. You know, if anything, what we could show is that these are dumb controversies of the past where I made big mistakes, and I've hopefully learned from them, and I don't repeat them, right? You don't hear any controversy today of me, you know, getting embroiled in a battle with someone else on the internet over something stupid like a PC or a fan site, or, you know, I try to stay as far away from any drama as I can, you know? I'm not going out there poking the hornet's nest and talking shit about people and trying to cause problems like I used to in the FGC. Like, these are things that are long in my past, thankfully, alright? But that's the thing, like, I feel like when you look at a documentary like this, it's gonna be focusing on all those controversies, as opposed to, you know, what is it that people really enjoy about filling his content? Well, people don't want to watch that. People want to hear about all the bullshit, right? So that's what I expect. So for what I'm to understand, June the King says that this documentary will be at least 4 hours long.
Oh my god!
4 hours long. His longest video he's ever made. Alright? For clarification purposes, when I react to something, like I reacted to a 2-hour Wings of Redemption documentary, and it took me about 5 hours to react to it. Because essentially, I add a bunch of my own perspective, my opinions on stuff. It becomes huge, right? Like, it was a whole day to react to the Wings of Redemption documentary when I did it. Well, can you imagine me trying to react to my own documentary where I'm sure I'm going to have even more to say about the topics involved? Right? So here's the thing. Number one, he says it's going to come out probably in the fall. And if that's the case, I hope it comes out early fall. Because as you know, that's the biggest gaming time of the year. So I hope when he says fall, he means like early September or something. You know, if this is like October, November, that's not good. You know, it's going to be really hard for me to try to interject reacting to this thing in the midst of the busiest gaming season of the year. So I hope it's not something that takes that long, honestly. I guess we'll have to see. That's number one. Number two, taking a look at the scope of this thing, okay? The way I see it is, I want to basically react to the parts that are going to have the most interest for me and the most to add. So I'll give you some perspective. The FGC stuff, I think, is gold. Because I was there, right? And I can tell you specifically, if he has examples of people shitting on me and saying awful things about me, I can confirm or deny to what extent those are real or what the real story is. And no one else really can. There's no documented evidence of anything, so I'm the only one who has insider knowledge about that stuff, right? And again, I'll tell you right now, I was a piece of garbage from like the late 90s into the mid 2000s in the FGC. I was a real vile person online. I know I was, and I really regret that now. So I'll be able to attest to that and tell you how, you know, toxic I was or whatever, and talk about the full stories or whatever he's found out about that, okay? On the flip side, if there's something that's just complete bullshit, I'll tell you that too, all right? I'm very interested in his take on my earlier days as a YouTuber, when YouTube was just being formative and, you know, really didn't have an established formula for success and stuff, like what he thinks about the old days of YouTube and the content that I put out and stuff like that. I'm fascinated by that, because again, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't take it seriously. I was just being stupid and irreverent. But what I'm not really interested in, finances, my bankruptcy, fucking mobile games, how I spend money, how I do this and that, which first of all is no one's fucking business at all. It never was. These are my attempts of my trolls to delve into my personal matters of my life and business that is no one's fucking business whatsoever, because they just basically want to hurt me, right? And I've already said my piece on this stuff a million times. You know, I said it in an interview last year. I said it in my own content. I've said it 100 times. You know what I'm saying? My opinions and or my answers to any of those issues are never going to change. So what's the point? If he has a whole hour of the documentary about the last 5 years where everyone's talking about my financials, right? I'm probably not going to react to that. I don't see the point. I'll literally be sitting there and be saying, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true, but I'm not going to show you evidence of what's true because it's my business and not yours, and it's harmful if I show it to you, right? Threw his fiancée under the bus and turned her private medical issue into a drama strain. Didn't happen. Demanded she never go to a hospital again, instead that they give her a pill and leave her where they found her. Didn't happen. Lied about money issues for a year. Non-stop begging for cash while flying a girl out to see him. Didn't happen. Used tax donations to move the woman in with him. Didn't happen. Used tax donations to marry the woman. Didn't happen. Stole fan donations that went towards the Project 7 reboot. Didn't happen. Refused to pay friends for the work they did. Only used to make money, and you only used them to make money and make more off of dead friends until he lost them all. Didn't happen. Wants to hit an 11-year-old girl. Didn't happen. Groomed 2 fangirls and used them for sex and extra money. Oh. Didn't happen. But the one that I really didn't say yet. This is the one that gets me the most. Everyone's a paid shill tweet. Okay? Apparently, last year I put out a tweet that said everyone's a paid shill. That's not what happened. There's no point in why do you want to see me react to something you know I'm not going to talk about? Just be like, nope, not talking about it. Private stuff. Fuck off. Not your business. Right? So, this is what I mean. Like, I feel like a bunch of this documentary would be fascinating for me to react to and really good stuff. And then a whole chunk of it is basically going to be stuff that I would never even want to waste time on. Okay? So, the other thing is, and I have absolutely no idea if he is going to do this or not, I want someone to analyze the actual people who stalk and hate on me on a constant basis to find out about them. That's what I think is even more fascinating, because as interesting it'll be to go through my history, right? I think to find the people who have become the biggest stalkers, haters, like what kind of people are they? Why do they do what they do? What is their reasoning? What kind of lives do they lead? Are they normal people or are they really weirdos? Maybe they're normal people who are just completely obsessed. That would be more fascinating to me, but I don't think anyone's done that. You know? And I don't think June's doing that either. Just to be clear, I don't think so. Maybe he is. I don't know. I'm not there looking at what he's doing, you know? So, that would be more... If he ever has something like that, that would be super entertaining, I feel. And I would definitely react to that, but I don't know, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
So I guess we're going to see, because again, no one's going to know until this thing is out. But here's my prediction. It's going to be 90% negative. Seriously, I mean that too. I think like most of it's going to be, here's all the things Phil did wrong in history laid out, and here's the evidence of it, right? The people who actually liked me and enjoyed my content, they sit here, they watch, they interact, they contribute, and they move on. They're not making giant documentaries about how good Phil is. There's no compilation videos of the best stuff. It's just negative, 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 negative.
Oh, look at him. He's such a toxic idiot.
BB Phil, did a super chat. Most of the guys from the Hate Crew, you mean Team Hate, the old fighting game community group, have public profiles and are easy to contact. They're indeed a bit puzzled by the sudden interest, so I backed off like you told me to. They probably don't care, right? They probably don't want to be bothered by this. They're like, why would you bring this up? I didn't bring it up. Someone else did. And now people, of course, want to make shit out of it, so I'm not going to talk about it. It's that simple. Like, I have nothing to do with it. I told you, I am disconnected from the FGC. I want nothing to do with the subject. Okay. So BB Phil, thank you, but please stop talking about it. I'm just going to warn you now. If people are being now contacted about it, that's fucked up. And just shut up about it. I don't ever want to hear about it again. No, because I'll tell you why. This is exactly what people want. They want to create drama. So, for example, this whole situation I was just talking about with these two guys who made a fan site for me, made a PC, and all that. That situation was 100% fueled and exacerbated by trolls. And what I mean by that is, it should have been just a behind-the-scenes thing between us. Instead, the trolls kept interjecting. They kept contacting the guy and bothering him. That would stir him to make a video and this and that and go back and forth. That was one of the original times that happened. Another time that happened was with my friend John Rambo, where here I am making my content, answering questions in Q&A, and the trolls would take my answers, and they would go then to John and say, look what Phil said, and he means this, and he insinuates this, and basically they tried to put a wedge between us, alright? So every time that people try to get fucking involved with this shit, because they're stalker idiots, they try to fuck things up for people. And usually it's not even stuff that I'm involved with, like for example, in this case, I literally haven't talked to any FGC people in a million years, right? I'm not involved in it. I have a life separate from that. I don't care. Anyone who's going out of their way to talk or contact with FGC people, for me, you're barking up the wrong tree. It doesn't affect me at all. All you're doing is you're bothering and harassing people. And I don't want that. So that's why. Stop bringing it up. Literally, I don't want to fucking hear it again. Period. And if I see it, I'm going to get pretty fucking pissed off. Okay? Okay.
Alright, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm paranoid, anxious, and nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
It's the fucking boss. Jesus. Well, that was fast. That sword does like nothing. At least we unlocked the shortcut, right? We got the shortcut to it.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
Fucking damn it, he's right on me with combo. I did not know he was gonna be on me with combos like that. Well, Night Mist is useless. It did almost nothing. So forget Night Mist. Well, that was easy.
I love the cheese.
We got a goddamn bear. This ain't it. Multiple bears. Oh god, there's a ton of bears. A ton of bears. Wow, thanks. I can see right up his butthole too. Cool. Dude, he just insta-kills you no matter what. Literally, if you try to fight the little dude, he just insta-kills you. Wow. It's guaranteed insta-kill. Oh, I tried to roll and he got me anyway, so I'm dead. Yep. Oh, the stars were doing good damage.
I'm the worst gamer on the planet.
Wow! Giant clumps of blood splatter. So basically, that spell is only good probably for big enemies or groups of enemies. It's not good for little dudes. The meteor will never hit him. Wow, ultra poise. You gotta be kidding me.
I think in general, overall, I have improved as a gamer over the years.
Yeah, I'm a gamer!
We've still got weeks of content left here in Elden Ring. Wow, we still have a ton to do before we basically wrap it up and then put it on hold until the DLC comes out. So, good progress today. Thanks to everyone who chilled. Thanks to those who supported. You guys have been awesome. Great session. And great solid progress. I will see you next time for more Elden Ring. Support on the stream was pretty bad. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.